show with restaurant critic and radio host Peter Dills. Peter readily admits to being born into the world of food, as he is the son of noted restaurant critic Elmer Dills. As far back as he can remember, Peter was following his father from restaurant to restaurant, always tasting, always learning about food and discovering new and exciting restaurants and travel destinations. As his food adventure comes full circle, he now stars on radio and television with his popular food and travel show, Dining with Dills, named after his father Elmer. And now, your host, Peter Dills.
Wow, fun music, French music, and even a real announcer for my podcast. Hey guys, it's Peter Dills, fellow foodies, aka LA foodie guy Peter Dills, the guy, the king of the billboards, 210 Freeway, with a podcast with a little bit of Arcadia, California to it. Arcadia, California, home of the racetrack, and a restaurant that I think is pretty well worth discovering for you. It's called the Little Provence Cafe. It's one of these restaurants that my dad would say that he would drive by, or you would drive by several times and wonder, is it really worth going in? So we're going to talk about Little Provence Cafe and a restaurant that's been around for a while. It's called the Frontrunner, which is located at the Santa Anita Racetrack in Arcadia, just up and down, both on Baldwin, just up and down the street, north and south, and both of them have something different to offer. How's that? Again, it's Peter Dills. If you want to get a hold of me, email me, thechefknows@yahoo.com. Before we start out, let's do some sponsor shout-outs. Tattinger Champagne. It's kind of appropriate with what we're talking about today and the music that you hear in the background. Baja Ranch Markets, the pride of Monrovia. Casa del Rey Restaurant, Mother's Day. Cinco de Mayo is coming up. Another restaurant you might want to consider for Mother's Day, Domenico Steakhouse of Monrovia. Lord Empanada, yeah, the king of empanadas. And a new friend to the show, West Coast Cheesesteaks of Glendora. Again, the theme today is two Arcadia gems, the Little Provence Cafe and the Front Runner. The Little Provence Cafe is located in Arcadia on Baldwin and Naomi. I'm talking to the owner, Dennis, who I've known for quite some time. It's a family-run business, and it's kind of a ode or a tribute to his mom. He was telling me about all the times he would fly back to Provence and just beg his mom to make some of that great local cooking, and she did. And Dennis brought some of the recipes back to Arcadia and opened up a Little Provence Cafe. The ambiance is really nice. You walk in, you're not really sure if you're supposed to sit down yourself or wait to be seated, but got a little cafe on the side, a little to the right, and then the deli, I guess you would call it, in the front. For me, I opt to sit outside. The fans that got TV, if you're a soccer fan, you know that Italy and France are big arch rivals when it comes to soccer, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. Fun facts, France has more pizzerias than Italy, and there you thought pizza was born in New York. Yeah, well, they got good pizza in New York, Chicago. Lots of places have good pizza, but France actually has more pizzerias than Italy. Caesar salad actually is from Mexico, Tijuana, not Italy. The food highlights, let me talk about that. That's what we're talking about here, food. And you're thinking, Peter, how did you in one sitting eat this much food? Well, I had help, trust me. Quiche Lorraine, made from scratch every morning, yummy. Salmon sandwich, and I asked Julie, the manager, I said, come on, Julie, you knew I was coming in. You made this salmon sandwich so good, so big. She goes, no, it's on the fresh ciabatta bread. I hate that bread that's crusty. I like soft bread. 4 ounces of salmon, very good. Caesar style salad. I say style because, again, it's originally from Mexico, not from Italy. And the owner has put his own signature on this. Quite good. I like the dressing. If I had one little quibble, I wish they would have kept not chopped up the lettuce so much. His favorite, the Nicoise salad, traditional Provence salad. Very good. Talking about coffee, yeah. If you want to just go in and hang out at this restaurant in the morning, they serve what is called, now, I'm not a coffee drinker, Illy coffee. Maybe a lot of you are like, oh, come on, Peter. We know about Illy coffee. Apparently, it's Italian, and Dennis told me, being French, that it's one of the things that the Italians do right is their coffee. all in all, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. You know, as I always joke around my radio show here, podcast, that the only 10 is actually Bo Derek, but I think you'll like it. Check it out. If you're looking for some real deal, authentic, regional food, again, it's the Little Provence Cafe. It's on Baldwin, and named after his, or like I said, an ode to his mom, Rosemary, which is kind of cool. My mom's name is Rosemary. So I do plan to visit. Check out the brunch. Do you need reservations? Probably on the weekends. Otherwise, just stop in for lunch. And I like it. Tell them Peter Dills sent you. It can't go wrong. I had a whole bunch of stuff. The pizza, good. Everything's good. All right, up the street a little bit is the Front Runner Restaurant, located at the Santa Anita Park, which is the racetrack. They came out with a new menu. That's why I'm reviewing it on the podcast and also in the Mountain View News. I'll be writing an article about it in the next couple weeks. I always like restaurants when they take a chance. I mean, why do you want to have the same menu forever and ever and ever? And I've heard restaurant owners complain that their business is down. I was like, try something new. Certainly the front runner at the Santa Anita Racetrack has tried something new menu rollout. Praising them for the change. What hasn't changed, the crab cake's still on the menu. Maybe a little slightly higher price, but don't let that discourage you. I mean, this is the sport of the kings, the high rollers. Don't think that you're going to the 99-cent or the dollar store. Fun fact, longest bar west of the Mississippi, front runner. The staff is great. Gabe, Wendy, Jorge, all top notch. I only have one child, but if I had more than one and I was to pick one, I would kind of like say, well, any given day, the service is good there. Menu highlights, that's what we're there for, to eat. Fettuccine with scallops, light pesto, said on the menu. Well, I didn't taste any pesto, but okay. Crab Louis salad, well balanced, top notch, plenty of crab. Reliable pizzas as always. My favorite is the Meat Lovers Pizza there at the Front Runner Restaurant. I'm a big pizza fan. Their pizzas here are reliable. And to top it all off, Fosselman's Ice Cream. You know, they're from Alhambra. The Fosselman brothers, you might see them there at the racetrack, and they supply the ice cream. God, am I missing anything? Beard, wine, champagne, everything. Great view. I better. You're going there to eat and to watch the races, so see if you can get a reservation on the window seat. In closing, 2 unique experiences in one town. One's tribute to cafe, the other's a modest, modern trackside retreat. Stay hungry, stay curious, keep dining one bite at a time. And if you have any questions, just go ahead and get a hold of me. thechefknows@yahoo.com. thechefknows@yahoo.com. If you like this podcast, share it with your friends. It's Peter Dills. Hey, and look for my billboards. And happy Cinco de Mayo and happy Mother's Day.